eggs, please.
Okay. You know what? How about I tell you how to make it, so next time you'll think twice before asking me.
Yeah.
Alright, so to make scrambled eggs, you're going to have to first wash your hands, right? So, take soap and then scrub both tops and bottoms. Row, row, row your boat merrily down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is nice and clean. You get the rest, alright? So kind of get your hands in the soap and get the soap off. Okay? So, once you're done with that, you want to dry your hands. And what you're going to do is you're going to crack eggs, right?
Yeah.
So, since there are 2 of us, we're going to make 4 eggs. 2 eggs is probably good for 1 person, so I would stick with that number. Alright? So, I already have 2 eggs cracked in here. I'm going to crack 2 more eggs. Alright? So, once the eggs are cracked, we're going to wash your hands again. You don't have to because you can crack the eggs.
Okay.
But when you do make this dish, you will have to crack the eggs. So then you will have to wash your hands after that. Alright? So, after you wash your hands, you're going to dry them again, and you're going to get the butter on the stove. So, you got the butter, right?
Yes.
So you're going to heat the oven to, see, this is a large pan, so we're going to heat it around 4, 5, alright? And then we're going to wait for that to start. Then, what do you think we're going to do next?
Put the salt in there.
True. We're going to put the salt in there. So, let's put some salt in there. Then, what we're going to do is we're going to mash the eggs. You know why? Because we're going to have to mix them. In order to mix them, you're probably going to smash them first. Would you like to mix the eggs?
Yes.
Okay. Now see, the butter's starting to melt. So what you're going to want to do is we're going to take it, the pan, and start swishing it around. Just get the butter around the pan. Right? And when that happens, we're ready to put the eggs in. So we're just waiting for it to be cooked. Okay?
Is this enough?
I think that is. Just do the last little mix here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pour this in the pan.
Okay.
Now, we're going to pour it very gently, not too hard, right?
Yes. So it won't flip out like crazy.
Yeah. Alright, try not to touch metal in the pan like I just did, because that could be very dangerous, especially when I'm gone. Alright, so you take this spoon and start swishing it around. Now, we're going to turn it a little bit higher while we wait for the eggs to cook.
I can smell it a little bit.
Yeah.
I see the butter.
So we're waiting for the eggs to cook, right?
Yes.
So then you hear that sizzling sound?
Yes.
That means it's starting to cook. So we're going to keep mixing like this until we see some spots start to come up. Not bubbles, spots. So we're waiting for little chunks of the egg to come up. That's when we know it's starting to cook. So I'll turn this a little bit higher while we wait. So, do you get the steps so far?
Well, what are those gray things?
Oh, that's part of the egg. It's like the outside of the egg. So I can hear it, but I don't see it. Alright. I don't know if it's cooking or not. I don't think it's cooking yet.
I see a little.
Almost there. Oh, there we go. So, as you can see, it's starting to cook now. You can kind of hear it. You can kind of see some chunks. They're kind of hard to see. You can see them.
I saw one. I
So
see two.
the eggs are starting to cook. So, what do we do first?
Mix them.
Wait, when you first start cooking, what do you do? What is anything you have to do before you start cooking?
We make sure our hands are washed.
Right. We have to make sure our hands are washed, because if they aren't washed, then the food won't be clean.
Yeah,
That won't be very
dirty.
pleasant. So you see how you can kind of see the chunks now.
Yeah, now it's growing.
Now it's starting to cook. It's not exactly growing. There's chemicals in here to make things happen. Too much to explain. You're a little kid. Alright, so we're mixing this because we don't want the eggs to burn. We kind of want to get the eggs around, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Can I mix
So-
them, please?
Not right now because I think they're almost cooked. But you can get a chance whenever you make this dish yourself.
Okay.
See how they're almost done?
Yes.
So now, normally what you should be doing is when they're about done, you might want to turn off the stove. Because this is an electric stove. What it does is it stays on a little bit longer than gas stoves. So, it should still be cooking. Just, we don't want to keep it on, right?
Yes.
Now, you want to get the stuff off the sides and in the dish so that you don't waste it. Now, we can put this over here. Now, don't touch the stove because, like I said before, the stove's not completely off. It's still on, okay? You don't want to burn yourself. Now, do you want to go get the bowl?
Yes.
Alright, now we're going to serve the eggs in this bowl.
And very gently again.
Yes. Very gently again. I want to make sure you get a lot of the egg out. That's what I call perfect eggs. Let's eat.
Time for dinner. Whoa. Whoa, breakfast.